Hey, Karl Bryan coming at you. Today I'm going to answer why I went deep into accounting. The reason would be defense wins championships. If you look at the winner of the Super Bowl, Major Leagues, the Stanley Cup, you were going to see the winners were they had the best defenses in the league, and if they didn't have the best defense, pretty damn close. And there's one other factor, especially specifically football, it's turnovers. And just think of big glaring mistakes. So therefore, I would dare say, they say that if you give me a room of 100 people and I say, what's the language of business? They will say sales and marketing. 80% of the hands will go up for sales and marketing. They would be wrong. The answer, the language of business. This is Warren Buffett speaking, not me. A little bird with us here today. Warren Buffett will tell you the language of business is accounting. Business, I've often, I do a daily email, and whenever I mention math, used to do it more in the past, but basically I capitalize math because that just business is math, the end. So therefore, accounting, in my opinion, it's defense. The football team, like 4th and 1, right? It's 4th and 1. Why? The quarterback wants to go for it. The fans want to go for it. And then when they do go for it, right, they make it. And the fans are like, oh, see, I told you. We should, just go for it every single time. We made it last time. And of course, the quarterback's pretty, normally pretty passionate. Like, coach, we got this. We can get this yard. And what does the coach do? The coach punts 90% of the time, right? And then a big part of why the coach punts 90% of the time is so that the one time they do go for it, the other team's not expecting it, right? So that would be the answer to that. It's not sexy, not by any stretch of the imagination, but I will tell you that it's pretty darn powerful. When you do delve deep, I co-wrote a book, Accounting 101 for Business Coaches. I just love the topic. I am not an accountant, don't pretend to be an accountant, but we do run a 4-day training on how to read financial statements. Then to say that we got positive feedback from that would be understatement of the year. I think I just found our, hey birdies, those birds scooting around. There's a very good chance that a turtle, if I pay attention, a turtle will come cruising by. Again, I am the mean streets of the canal, but I'm actually on the canal, riding along on my Sea-Doo. My plan was to be running the Sea-Doo, but the problem is, it makes a little too much noise, and I think it's just going to annoy everyone. So, I'm not going to do that. So there you go. So I get asked all the time, why did I go so deep on accounting? And the answer is that I see it as defense. I see sales and marketing as offense, and it's very important. If there is no offense, there's no need for a defense. So the two have got to run hand in hand. But I dare say that, the language of business is accounting. And then I would challenge you that how much do you know about accounting? How much, in the last month, how much time have you spent sharpening your saw in the area of accounting? And it's not that complicated. They make it complicated, quite frankly. There's different there's different ways of describing almost everything. Net profit, bottom line. Where is this guy? I feel like he's right behind me. Might be about to attack me. Anyway, there's a pretty nice boat. Another boat, that one's called Big Daddy. Don't know who owns that, but kind of cool. Here we are. Again, the mean streets of the canal. I'd love to see a turtle. I bet that would be pretty cool if a turtle came swimming by right now. Be good timing, very common. I take my wife and daughter and I, we go out and we call it turtle hunting. So we go out and look for turtles, and very uncommon for us not to see a couple. I think 9 in one turtle hunting session was the most. And I'm not talking about hours here. I'm talking about we're out for an hour, probably max. Anyway, so yeah, this is the canal that I'm on, and I hope that I'm giving you. I'd like to inspire you to go and learn and accounting. So there's 3. If you're going to learn accounting, there's 3 main instruments that you want to understand: balance sheet, income statement, cash flow statement. Specifically, if you're going to learn one by 100 miles, it's the profit and loss, it's the income statement. That being said, I don't want to, like, you should learn all three is what I'm trying to say, and understand how they kind of piece together, because they do talk to one another. Nothing happens in a business that doesn't happen on a balance sheet. So you should understand. I mean, if nothing happens in a business that doesn't land on a balance sheet, then you should probably understand what a balance sheet looks like and how to read your clients. But again, the income statement, if you were going to only go deep on one, you would go on the income statement. I feel like this bird is like sitting right beside me. Where are you, buddy? Anyways, so, by the way, I got a haircut. What do you think? I got a few more grays poking through than ideal, but that's okay. Oh, there's a turtle. Okay, hang on a sec. Want to see a turtle? Right there. Right there, you see the turtle? That's good timing. I'm going to keep... So, as I continue to show you the turtle, there he is, poking his head up. I hope that I have no idea if I'm pointing this in the right direction or not. You know, there he is. There he is. Hey, buddy. Come on over here, come closer. So accounting, it's defense. And I think that it's something that you should absolutely learn. It's not nearly as complicated as they would have you believe. Three main documents: balance sheet, income statement, profit and loss. Those are the ones you need to learn. Okay, maybe accounts receivable, okay, lives on the balance sheet. When you work with a client, the first thing that you should do, one of the first things you should do, is understand if they have an accounts receivable problem. You should stop everything. And oh shoot, look at this! I got a boat coming. You should stop everything and get them to get their cash, because that is an absolute disaster. Oh, hang on, these guys are gonna miss me anyways. That would be an absolute disaster. So, folks, that's all I got for today. That's why I did. I think defense wins championships. I think people who can read financial statements win business. When you watch Shark Tank, Dragon's Den, these types of shows, the prophet, first thing he does, pulls out the financials and have a look. And do the business owners understand their numbers generally? You hear it all the time. And the answer is a big, fat no. Well, I can see another turtle, by the way. Anyways, so that's all I got for you today, folks. God bless. Bye-bye.